everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Alchemy from Stamperia. This is a design project for Scrap and Create. You can get all your supplies there. I'll have it linked down below. And there will be a cutting guide for this project also linked down below. So, we left off, we were going to do the cover next, and I have some things laid out. I also have my die cuts that I have that. I've gone ahead and done some fussy cutting. I fussy cut the inside back cover of the 8x8. The 12x12 does not have it, but the 8x8 does, and I cut those. And then some of the cut apart sheets and also some other things that I have here. So let me, you know what, let me grab this first. This is a 12x12 sheet, and I fussy cut this piece from it. And I also fussy cut, there was like a row of little tickets and things and numbers, and I cut that from this sheet. Okay, and also this and this checker. Okay, so let me show you what I have here. This is, okay, so this is a fussy cut I was just telling you about. Hang on, I just want to put these right here. I do have a picture, so hopefully I will be able to remember where everything went. So these were from that sheet that I just showed you that I fussy cut. This is from an 8x8, and I just tore this section of the 8x8 out and inked it. And then this is from the rice paper sheet. Now normally I use rice paper on my spines, but the rice paper I chose is very blue and I didn't like the way it looked, so I'm just going to use the rice paper on other parts. I'm going to put down below a different rice paper as well that I think would look good on this spine, and I do recommend you use it. I just think it adds strength and it looks nice, but I just didn't have one. So I just tore this corner off of my rice paper. I did mat the cover while you were away. I figured you didn't need to see me gluing down a mat. Again, the mats are from the 12x12, so I use this piece on the front cover, and then when you order from Scrap and Create, you'll get a little mesh bag of metal pieces, and I glued down these two corners, and I used this sort of caramel color seam binding as my closure, just glued underneath. Okay, and then on the inside front cover, I have put, and I need to trim still some threads from my fabric that I didn't do a great job of there. Anyway, but I put this on the inside front cover, and we're going to glue down this pocket that we made in a separate video. And then on the inside back cover, I used this sheet, which I love. And then on the back, we have this, and we may do some decorating there. And then again, I have all my cut aparts. So, and we could just put that down right now before we do the cover, since we know it's going to go down there. Let me do that. Now, the only reason that mine looks a little messy right here is because I should have made my spine just a little bit wider. So there's that. The other option you would have is to make this spine very wide and then just have it underneath your mats here and here, but then you'd have trouble with that. So it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay, now let me show you this. I've also got some washi tapes over here. What you could do if you wanted is cut another piece of cardstock and line the full back of this and then put the whole assembly down as a pocket. But I would not put this down as a pocket without doing that, because every time you put something in, it's going to hit these and cause problems. But since I feel like I don't need another pocket, I'm just going to glue the entire thing down. There's a video for how to make this pocket. It'll be in the playlist. Probably should have taken all the stuff out. See if I could press this down better. But sure it's fine. Okay, so there's that. Just make sure that that's down. Okay, now let's do this. So this piece is going to go right down here, and I'm just going to use my art glitter glue because it's not, it doesn't really matter. You could use a glue stick would work. You could use your Colavello vellum glue, or rice paper glue rather, but since so many things are going on top of this, I'm not fussing over it too much. Okay, and what did I do with this with my baby wipe? Okay, I feel like I need a little more glue there. Okay, and then I have this piece here is going to go right there. And I have inked everything. And of course you can do whatever you like, obviously. If this isn't to your taste or you want something else, by all means. Okay, and then this one here, right, is going sort of like that, maybe a little bit further. Okay. Let's angle that up like that. Okay. And then this big piece is going right about like that. Go. Maybe a little more glue up under there. Okay, and then this piece is going to go right about like that. And we're just building a base at this point, and then I'm going to add a few more things on top. Like right about there. That's good. Okay. And then I have this one with heart and voice, which I like a lot, especially for the sort of theme of this journal. Which I think I want to angle it. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little high, but okay, that's fine. All right, so then I want to get these out because I'm thinking I might put this right down there. So it's adhesive, so I need to be careful. I might want it higher up. And I'm going to use this guy somewhere along there. And I want to use this little one somewhere, maybe there. Trying to be careful with these and not really put them down because they're adhesive. I don't want them stuck until they're where I want them. And thought I might put that there. Just cover where it already says desire. Of course, we need to take into account our bird. I wish this was just sort of straight across. I suppose I could cut it. But I've got some other things too. But I think those things are about where I want them. So let me glue those down. Pick that up, make sure it's straight. Okay, that's going to go there. I don't know if I've ever talked about sort of my plan for this book, but my sister and I were talking about sort of the whole idea of manifesting things in your life. And she had seen a video where somebody had sort of written down, I guess it was like a letter thanking herself or thanking the world or whatever, God, for all the good things that happened to her in 2022 as though they had already happened. And so I guess it was just a way of manifesting things she wanted to have happen. And I feel like, of course, the whole... I'm trying to decide what I want on the back of that, and I think I want some chipboard. You know, a good way to get things to manifest in your life is to know what those things are so you can work towards them. And so that's kind of what I was thinking of with this book as a way to sort of journal out things that I'd like to work towards, or, you know, things that I feel like I need to get done. Not in terms of a planner, but just bigger picture items. You know, like I've talked about wanting this office to be better because I moved in and just basically dumped everything and started work without ever really making it nice, and I really want to make it nice, so that's a thing. And maybe I could put inspiration pictures, I don't know what I did there, just, you know, of offices I like in here, or things like that. So that's kind of my... I think I just stuck that down without any glue. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking of using this book for. It just seemed well suited to it. Of course, you can use it for whatever you like. That's a little big. Hang on. All right, let's see. Yep. I think a little further over. Right about there. Okay, I don't want to put too much dimension on this cover because, you know, I will be writing in this book. Okay, that's a start. And then else? Is there anything else that we want to add? And we have these sort of things, but I think that's a little large. I don't want to take too much away from the base paper because it's beautiful. So I've got 8x8s of these things, and I've got, not 8x8, you know, the things aren't 8x8, but they were cut from the 8x8. And I was kind of hoping I would have enough to do like a flip book or something, scraps, but I don't know, because I still have quite a bit yet to do inside. I'm just looking to see if anything jumps out at me as a thing I might want to put on the cover. Not really. End up with that. I always say gilding the lily, and that's kind of what I don't want to do. Kind of like a couple of stacked tags up there, but I'm not sure that's one of the ones I would use. Not that. Oh, hang on. I like that because it says creativity on it, which we have down here already, but okay, hang on, I'm gonna pick that up. Just want to get a look at it. Okay, how does it look without? Okay, that's a maybe. And I have some washi tape too. That there. And those there. That's a thought. Kind of like that. Okay. Tear that. And obviously, you know, you may not have the same washi tape as me, and you may not even want to put it down, but and I am going to put a little glue because I don't trust this washi tape to stay. It's not very sticky. Okay. Okay, there. Let me ink these. Okay, and then I want to put those down kind of like that. I want that to show. So I'm going to glue these together first. Just a dab of glue. Just so they're angled how I want them. Okay. And I'm not going to do these as tucks because this is a book I intend to use, and I don't want things to catch on it. Oop, moved slightly, but that's okay. Okay. All right, I think I'm happy with that. All right, let me put this here. And of course, we still have quite a bit to do in terms of interior decoration and inserts, but we have to do our stacked envelope page, which I was going to put here. So let me go ahead and grab the stuff for that, and we will do that. Okay, I am back. It's actually been quite a while. I got all the stuff for the envelopes and showed you how to put the stacked envelopes together, but it didn't record. I'm sorry. Fortunately, this will be easy for me to tell you what to do. So let me, and I put it a little high on the page because I thought I might want to put an embellishment, but you can put yours wherever. I used my envelope punch board. I highly recommend this. It's not expensive, and I use it almost every single album. However, you could purchase envelopes, like cream-colored envelopes, and mat them or something if you wanted, or find a template online, whatever works for you. So I made 3 envelopes from these 3 papers, all from the 8x8, and I have, at this point, gone into both the second 8x8, which I don't even have that much left of that, and the second 12x12. Okay, so let me try to remember. That was, because I didn't write it down because I said in the video. Okay, so this was I don't think I would have used that one. 7 1/4 by 7 1/4 square that you score at 3.5. That's my guess on that one. This one was, what size? 6 1/2 by 6 1/2 that you score at 2 3/4. That's that one. And then this one was 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 that you score at 2 5/8. So those are the 3 envelopes. So make your 3 envelopes. You can go ahead and glue them up so that they're envelopes. And then what you do is take the large one, the biggest one, and you're going to glue it with the front side down into the book, straight and centered side to side. Okay, then you're going to take the next envelope. They're all glued face down, but this one only is going to be glued to the flap of the bottom one so you can open it. And you can angle it like I have, but you need to make sure that it does not go over the top of this envelope or into the spine. So, okay? It's okay if it overhangs over here, if you don't mind that, but it can't overhang over here. Then you do the same with the third one. Just glue it onto only the flap. So you can open like that. Now, one more point. When you're getting ready to glue this first one down, you want to lay a piece of seam binding at a slight angle so that you can, now you could do it straight, but I just think it works better. If you're going to angle the envelopes, you need to angle your tie. Okay, so that is that. Why did I do it that way? Here you go. All right, and I think that's all that I recorded that you missed, although I was distressed, shall we say, that didn't record. And I just took some time to get my act together, and while I was doing that, I did pick out inserts and mats, so we can do that. And we'll just work our way front to back. I have not done any embellishing yet, which I still want to do. So, first spot we have is this pocket, and I want to say that it Did I not pick anything to mat that? I picked all the other mats, but not that. Okay, that's good. We'll get a mat. And this mat needs to, this is 4 1/4 by 7. So I need a mat 4 1/8 by 6 7/8. So 4 1/8 by 6 7/8. I haven't done any like rounding of corners or anything. I've just picked out and cut mats. I don't know why I'm inking this, because I'm pretty sure I am going to round these corners, but at least we'll get some of the ink in there. So I think I'm going to make this like a big tag. Alright, so I'm going to use the 1/2 inch on the bottom. Okay, and the scallop on the top. I feel like I've been doing all of that off camera. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just get the corners. And I'm not inking my craft. Just slide that over. Okay. That didn't come out very well. Okay. Found some really thin twine on Amazon that I think would be good for these, but I can wait till payday to order it. There we go. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the grommet in. Just eyeballing, which is probably a bad idea, but that's not too bad. Okay. That, and I'm not going to embellish this because that pocket that it's in does not have a lot of spare space. And I think I'll just use for now. Hey, Holly. That's my kitty. I'm just going to use a little black seam binding, which will do for now. I may swap it out for that thin twine after I get it. Okay. And then in the next pocket down, I have this cut apart. And I don't think I have anything else in that pocket. I don't. Okay, so let's pull these out. All right, so these are cut up. That's a cut apart, so that's fine. I don't need to do anything to that. And then this is a booklet. I made a lot of booklets because I wanted a lot of journaling spaces and whatnot for this book. So this is 8 by 6, folded in half, and then I'm going to mat it, craft on the inside, and this is from the 8 by 8 that I'm going to put on the outside. And it looks like I did ink already. Put this up so you can see. And all of these things at this point, you know, is just what you feel like you need in your particular book for whatever you're doing. And I'm going to put craft on the inside. And then I have this envelope, which I have not completed yet. So let me get some tape. I'm going to use tape to close this because it'll be less visible on the vellum. And what did I do? I had my tape tearer out. I was using it. There it is. Go. And let's see. I'm going to use my little postcard stamp on that. And maybe something else. And this ink pad is really dry, so I don't know how much of a stamp I'm going to get. almost nothing, but that's all right. I need to replace that or re-ink it or something, but that's okay. What have we got for this? A couple of these little cards. That, and maybe I just cut a scrap, 4 7/8 by 3 1/8. Let me do that. I don't know if I have anything. I mean, I know I do, I just don't know if I have anything on my trimmer. I have that. That'll work. In there. That in front. That's good. Okay. So that. You know what? I'm going to put this folder in there. And then I'm going to put this in there. Okay, we already did this tag with our beautiful seal, and I think I'm going to put it, I want more of those seals in this book, and I saw a spot on the cover where it might look good, so I think I'm going to do that as well, but we'll do that when we get to the embellishing stage. This is the same as the one we've already done, it's just a matched pair. That works better if you take the top off. And maybe put her on the front. I like that. Although she's on the cover. So hang on. I mean, I still might use it, but maybe there's something we'd like better. We've already got the key. Some of these are too big. That one's kind of nice. Yeah, let's use that. Maybe something like that. No, I'm not going to use the front because I still have the whole back of this to do whatever on. Photo, journaling, whatever. There we go. Okay, and and I'm going to leave this one without twine for now until I get that other twine. Okay, so that is that pocket. Boy, is that full. But that's okay. That's the look I'm going for with this one. And, okay, now this one, I've got one of the bookmarks cut apart, This is just a scrap, but I liked it, so, but I'm going to mount it on there. So let's start with that. Now, you may have different scraps than me, so yours will be a different size. This is just a square, 4.5-inch square. And then in this next pocket, I have, there's another card apart, that one, and then another bookmarks, 2 bookmarks. And then I have this piece, put that right here, that I'm going to do the back first and then we'll do the front. Because I thought I'd just use up those scraps on the front. I could have made a tag out of that. Still can, actually, once it's done. And we might. Okay, there we go. Not very straight, but I'm not worried about it. Okay. So what I thought I would do is just put this down and put this underneath like that, and then short a piece there, but I think I actually have something else I could use. Let me see. I could use that. Just doing a little collage here, and then I don't even need such a big piece there. We do that, and we do that, and we do that, maybe, or something else. Oh, here's a scrap. Here, there we go. Let's do that. Okay. There. Okay. So let me ink. I think I'm almost done because I really do have to get either a re-inker or a new pad. Okay. All right. Now this is bigger, but that's fine. I'll just trim it after. But I do want to keep the glue away from that uppermost part. And for that, I'm just going to put some glue here and some glue here because I don't know exactly where I need it. Oh, yeah, there we go. See it, and let's see, I was thinking like that. Okay. There. And then we're going to put that one right there. Okay. And I feel like I need a little more ink there. Okay. Cute. And what else do we want to add? That's kind of cool. I need to trim the edge off. I don't know why it's... I missed it, I guess, when I was cutting it out. So, trim this. Okay. And I think I want to round the corners on the bottom. Not that one. And then we'll use the scallop on the top. Then put this down, and I think I'm just going to glue it on 3 sides. We'll make this a tuck. Like that. There, and I have made a mess. That's kind of cool. And let's see. Like that. That's kind of like that. I like that. Okay, that's good. Now, let me slide those out of the way. And what did I do with my garments? There. That, and I think we'll use the seam binding. I don't know if did I give you the dimensions for this? It doesn't really matter. They can be whatever dimension you want, but I'll give you what it is. So this is 4 by 6. Okay. That is going in this middle pocket. Like there, a little surprise. And then in the back pocket, this, we have a booklet, is 7 by 8.5, folded in half. So this is 4 1/4. Okay. And you know what? Let's round the edges on this one. I'll use the 1/4 inch on this. Oh, you know what? I just realized those were inside. Okay, and then here, I think I only have one of these inside. So I'm getting a low on craft. Totally missed. I did only cut one mat for here, just I'm getting a little low on craft and I need it for another project, so. And from what I understand, they are no longer making this craft cardstock, so I'm going to have to switch to a different kind, which I'm not thrilled about at all. And then the back, this one's actually sideways, but I'm using it anyway because I had the scrap and I wanted to use it. That is in the back. Okay, there's that. And then here I just made cards, I'll show you, to fit each envelope. I just matted them with scraps, so I'm just going to leave those because your scraps are no doubt be slightly different than mine, so just whatever you have. Or leave them empty and tuck in notes or whatever you want to do. And we're going to come back and embellish. There's that. Oh, now we have here. Okay. So in the pocket, I've just got a couple of the cut-aparts. And then another folder. And so I'm just doing lots and lots of folders. And this one is 4.5 by... Wait a minute, 4.5, so it was 9 by 7, folded in half, so it's 4.5. And craft on the inside. So one thing I told you, I have my new camera coming. So I purposely picked one that has the ability for me to monitor what it's doing, or at least how it looks, so I can see if I'm off camera. I mean, sometimes I know I'm off camera because I have to pick it up close to me, but sometimes I don't realize it. So this way I can have a visual of what it is doing. At least that's my hope. Okay, there we go. And then this one on the back. Okay, there is that. And then we have the belly band. And what I did here is I chose, this is the 12 by 12, and I'm matting the front of this with the same paper from the 8 by 8. I thought that would look nice. And this is, I think it's the same. I think it might be a little bigger actually. This one is 10 by 8 folded in half, so it's 5 by 8. And again, you know, depending what you're using this book for, you may not need this many inserts or may not need this many booklets. I don't even know if I need this many booklets, but I just, this album just seemed to lend itself to that, and I wanted plenty of places to collage and art journal and write things down. And then I have this on the back. I have it upside down. That. And craft on the inside. Go. And this is going in here. And then here I have a card that we are going to glue in on there. Okay? So what I have, stuck because it's got magnets. Well, I'm just going to leave it until I open it. Okay, so cut yourself a piece 3 7/8 times 2, which is what? Alexa, what's 3 7/8 by 2?
3.875 times 2 is 7.75.
Okay, 7 3/4. So, cut a piece 7 3/4 by, my brain is not working, or I could have done that math easily, 5 3/4. Okay, and fold it in half, and then we're going to put a card. This is the one I chose because I loved it and I thought it looks really pretty on that page. Okay. And then there's nothing on the back because this is going to get glued into the book, possibly as a pocket. And then we're putting craft on the inside, and you can see I've got magnets. Okay, and let me just put a piece of tape. I don't really need the tape to hold the magnet. I just like to soften the edges a little bit. Whoops, apparently I cut that a little off. That's okay. Cut that one off too. Okay, and the reason I put a magnet in here is because I already had this bow here. I didn't want another tie on the other side. And I'm going to center this. I am going to glue it as a pocket, but I'm not going to put anything in it for now. It'll just be our little secret pocket. Okay. Okay, there we go. This doesn't need anything. And this, I've just got one thing. And I'm not putting anything on that inside back cover for now. Down the road I might decide I want to, but for now I'm going to leave it. I think I've got enough. Okay, put that over there. Okay, so this is just going to be a card that is 5 by 8 matted. And I mentioned it, and I might have mentioned it when we were doing the envelopes that didn't come out. Now each of those took one 8 by 8 sheet, of course. One reason that this album, and besides the fact that albums take a lot of paper, at least mine do, but one reason this particular paper doesn't go as far as some others is there's a lot of cut-apart sheets in the collection, which I like, and it's perfect for this album. But I think that is the reason that I had to use 2 of the 8x8 and 2 of the 12x12. Okay. And I don't know why, for some reason this pocket is just quite tight. I think it'll loosen up. I mean, once you get stuff in, it's fine. It just seems tight up here. Okay. Now, what do we want to do for embellishments? I definitely want to put something here. Let me organize myself a little bit here. I'm still hoping that I can do another small project with what I have left, but I'm not too hopeful. Let's see. Maybe something like those could be a tuck spot. Maybe layered like that. And then we could decorate the front. Kind of like that. All right, so let's put this one down. Just going to put that down there. And then put this here. I'm just attaching this one to the one below it, so it's not actually attached into the book, so that makes for a big tuck spot. I could have inked that. And then we have all kinds of circles that I cut. There were circle pages. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah, I think so. The other side is cool too. I dropped it. As luck would have it, it ended up on its edge. So that's fine. Let's put that there to wipe off that glue. There. Okay. And then could add a couple of these little tags, just like that. Okay, there we go. I think that's all that needs. Now here we have, I still have this piece that I keep trying to use. And I love this piece, but I don't think it'll fit. Or maybe it will. I think it takes away from the envelopes too much. like that. Maybe not that one. I like these little squares, but I kind of have a spot where I might use those. But I could take one. Help if I had it right side up. Let's see. That's a little bright. I have some washi tape. It has like inspiring words on it. Like this one says loyal, ambitious, wise, brave. Okay. Okay. So if we put that right at the bottom, and I realize you're not going to have the same washi tapes as me, but you know, whatever you might have. Okay. Put that there. And then, oh, that's got somebody writing. That works with the envelopes, right? Like that. And we still have this little scrap. I don't think that distracts too much, but I do like this. So I think I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to use this as a tuck. So I just want over here. Okay, there we go. And I'm just putting a couple of these tiny little tags in it. There we go. I don't know if they're necessary, but let somebody know there's something there. And then here, I don't think I need anything. I'll leave that. And I don't think I need anything here. These pages, I think I'm going to leave until I start journaling in them, and then I'll add whatever is suitable. But I was thinking these are the 12 by 12, but we have the same ones in the 8 by 8, and I may use those. But they have, this one says wisdom, inspiration, desire, mystery, wish, creativity, alchemy, knowledge, and life. And I thought that maybe I would use those in here, in maybe the 8 by 8 or maybe the 12 by 12 as journaling prompts. So I'm kind of hanging on to those, and I may actually just tuck them in here so that they're handy for when I go to do that. And then speaking of here, I was thinking of using some of these on here. There are quite a few of these little square ones. Like that one. That one. This knowledge, creativity, wisdom, and life. I think those are the ones I'm going to use. Okay. One. Okay. Just trying to sort of reasonably evenly space these. I'm not measuring. You can measure. Okay. Okay, I like that. And here, I don't really think there's anything needed here. We might want to do something here though. I still love this and I haven't used it anywhere. And let's see, I have places though. That looks really good. The color picks up really nicely. As does that. Maybe do both of those and do them as tuck spots. That's a good idea. Okay. So this one. All right, so I'm just doing that lower corner with the glue. That down. And this one, I'll just do this upper corner. Yikes. Okay, I like the way that looks. Could go in there. And eventually, of course, you would put photos. There we go, or maybe this one. To be honest, I find this face kind of creepy. Okay, there we go. That's better. And what's this one? Little owl. Okay, that's good. And then here, I would really like to stamp. I wonder if I have a stamp, another stamp. Hang on. Okay. Thanks. All right. Okay, not perfect, but that's not bad. And then yikes. Maybe do the postage one right on top of it, just to add a little interest. Just lightly. There we go. And then maybe down here too. All right. Of course, all of that is optional. And then she says abundance. It's the same thing that's on the front, but that's all right. So it's pretty far from the front. Yikes. Oh my goodness. I need a bigger table. Indeed. No, I don't need anything. I would like a bigger table. put her there, and that makes the owl a little surprised when you pull him out. I think that's a good thing. Okay, maybe before we do that though, is there something that we would like to put under her? Like that. I've got so much stuff in here, but I like that. So I'm going to do it. Let's put that right about there. Okay, and what did I do with her? Oh, there she is. Okay. And put that there. Okay, I like that. And I have this little washi tape with the roses on it that I used earlier. Put that there, and then maybe another piece of it down here. But I don't want to cover up that word. Okay. That looks good. You know, I'm wondering maybe one of our wax seals, maybe right down here would be good. And I was thinking on the cover too. Actually, and right here would be a good spot for one. I was thinking right up here. Let me tie this. Oh, it's getting chunky. Again, you do not need to put as much stuff in here as I have. But bear in mind also that I'm going to have you make your spine just a hair wider than I made mine. So that'll give you a little extra room too. Right now. And hopefully I'll be able to do another project and use some of these things. Plus I'll use some in the middle. Okay, let me set some of these aside. I need to get an envelope and put all of these things in an envelope so that when I need them, I can find them. So I think I will be needing them. Okay. Now, a couple other things to go. Let's pull over my little scrap. That was an envelope I cut. That's the wrong size, but I'm going to use it as my scrap to make some seals. And if you saw my video where I made that vellum stacked envelope, a company named Craspire very kindly reached out to me to see if I wanted to try their seals and sealing wax, and sent me some items, and I'm so pleased with them. I just think they're wonderful. Okay. Now I need my lighter. Alright, this is a USB lighter. If you don't have one, they're awesome. Okay, let's see. I think that candle is still good. Let's see what we want for color for the cover. think I may just make a few and then we'll decide and glue them down, although we could do it right on the cover. I think this gold is a good color. Oops. Let's see, we might want to use that greenish color somewhere. I'm just pulling out a bunch of these kind of neutral ones. And I think I'll pull out a few of these as well. That should be enough to get us going. Okay. And get these out of the way so they don't melt from the heat of the candle. Okay. And let's start with some of these. Okay, while that's been melting, I stopped the camera and restarted just to make sure it was still recording. And I will have a link down below for you for these products. Put that there. Okay, I don't know if I had that centered very well. Pull out some more of these gold ones. Maybe I'll do 4 next time. Don't think I want that color. Yeah, made that one a little bit off, but that's okay. It's still usable. But I think I'm going to throw another one in there. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I think that 4 is better than 3. I think I need somewhere in between. I'm going to throw one of these green ones in. Okay, cool a little bit. There we go. All right, so 4 was too many. Oh, I just stuck my finger right in the wax. That had not cooled. 4 was too many. 3 was not quite enough. I'm glad I decided to do this on a piece of paper and not write on my book. My learning curve is just at the beginning. I think I'm going to have to replace my candle in a minute. This one's just about done. Okay, so let's go over here. That one I think is going to be pretty good. Oh yeah, that one came out really good. That'll be the one for the cover. I should slide these over a little bit so you all can see better. I think I'm not going to need this one. And oops, got a little wax on there. You need to be careful because that gets very hot, but you want to wipe it out while it's still melted and liquid. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Oh, that one's good too. Okay, good. So I have a few that I can choose from. And this is one of those things I think it's probably nice to just sit and do a whole bunch while you've got the, everything out, and then have them in a baggie ready to use when you want to use a seal. Okay, so we'll let that cool. And make sure you're doing this on a heat-proof surface like this glass mat or a marble coaster or something like that. Okay, it tore off. I think this is the one I want to use on the cover. So let me set those aside. Let's bring our cover over. I was thinking up here. Might look good down here too, though. I feel like I need something else on this cover here, but I don't think that's it. I mean, I want this, and I think I'm going to put it where I was originally intending. Not on her face, but further over. But we'll see. Okay, let me do this. I am going to turn it around so I can see. And let's put this right there. And that would be nice with like some threads or fiber underneath. But I've got a lot going on already, so I'm just gonna do that like that. That looks really good. I like that a lot. I think I might need a little more glue under there. It adds some nice dimension. I like that. Okay, just hold that until it grabs. And let's see, now I keep it going. One more thing. It's like an old Apple event. They used to, one more thing. I wonder if I could use some of these circles, maybe just to add a little interest to that spot. But anyway, I left these strings, remember? And I just wanted to add a little charm to them. So I am just tying these on. Again, totally optional. There's that one, and I've got a sun and, let's see, I had a planet one. I like that one. Oops. Could also do the moon one, which probably makes more sense since I've got the sun. I better do that one. Okay. So there is that. Let me hang on to these in case I want them. Okay. There we go. We're done. For now. I need to go through and journal in it. However, we are done. I hope that you have enjoyed working on it with me. I have had a lot of fun with this one. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun using it. And again, let me open it up. I'll have a walkthrough, which you will have seen by now. The main takeaway for you to remember is you're going to make your spine wider than I made mine, so you don't have to trim your spine and end up with a bit of a mess like I have. If this seems like it's just too full, and it's because this is what's making the book a little chonky for the most part. And here, you can always do less. I like it, and again, yours is going to have a wider spine, so you'll have more room. But anyway, that is that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to visit Scrap and Create. This is a project for Scrap and Create, and I will have a link down below to all the products that I used. There will be a link down below to the cutting guide for this project. I will also have a link to Craspire, and thanks to them for sending the wax seals products. And I guess that is it. I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.